Really, Mark? Really? Welcome to the UK. It's not the UK Vape Show. It's the last of the summer UK Vape Shows, part 2. Electronic cigarette boogaloo. Anyone get the joke?
I like that.
Anyone get the joke? Or am I just old?
Google it.
Yeah. Anyway.
Google it.
Yeah. Episode 352. This is the second and the final week of our awesome special guest, Misker. What the Hold on a minute.
Let's start again. Right. We said we were having a 10-minute pre-show, so let's just do that.
This is the final part of our special guest host, Mr. Mark SoulOhm. Give us a wave, Mark. we do, of course.
Mark should have waved. We all just waved.
We do, of course, have Mr. Aidan of Little Bro Vape Reviews. We've got Mr. Adam of What's That Behind You?
Superman having an haircut.
There you go. Told you. Short back and sides.
And we've got another special guest who's sitting down at the bottom of the screen wondering, how the fuck am I on this? They're all fucking insane here. Mr. Jimmy D. How you doing, Jimmy?
Good, mate. How are you?
Well, I'm doing fine. Well, actually, I'm not doing fine because I fucked up at the beginning of the show, and that's me sober without tramadol as well. Holy Who are we going to pick on first? We'll pick on Aidan.
Yay! I like
Yay!
it. We're on the new Oxford. Is it 01?
Oni or something?
Really good. I really like that. Really good. In that, I have got some bar juice, which is kiwi, passion fruit, and guava.
Ooh.
Guava.
We're on the Geek Vape Max. I love this little thing, inbuilt battery. Really nice mouth to lung with the Vape Fly Elmvik. Mouth to lung. In that, I have got also some bar juice. This is a white peach raz, which is really, really nice. And then we've got the Nightmare from UL with the X on it, the Tallow X, which is an absolute corking RDA. Really good airflow on that. With some chubby juice, the Ultimate Slurpee.
I like that one.
Oh, it's lovely. Really, really nice. And that is me.
Well, that was quick. On to Mr.
We've got lots to do.
We what?
We've got lots to do.
Oh yeah, we do.
Busy night.
It's a 2-hour show though, so we'll finish in time.
You see fucking James's face drop on 2 hours.
2 hours? Yes, a 2-hour show, by the way, James, in case you didn't know. See that look of panic on his face? Mr. Adam, what are you sucking on tonight?
Oh, wouldn't you like to know? I am on this evening B60, good old-fashioned B60. In that, I have got some Lil Tropic by Riot Bar Edition. Oh. I'm also on the Caliburn Cocoa thingy, Bobby, one of the new ones.
Yeah, I've lost track of the names now. There's that bloody many of them.
Yeah, in that I have got some. I've just filled it up. What have I just filled it up with? It's not Lil Tropic. I think it's Red Raspberry. I've literally just gone, I need to build something so all my poddy stuff can sit to one side, right? But they are 20 milligram, which is grand. And then I'm on the double barrel V3 with the Matt from Suck My Mods Passage on there. Some lovely.
Passage,
yeah, he's sucking in Matt's Passage.
I'm sucking on Matt's Passage, and I think I said that to him at Expo when I got my first.
You said that to him too when he came on the show.
Yeah, you said it and was on the show as well.
Yeah, I've had his Passage many times, and in that I have got some of our wonderful sponsors. Most Curious Curdle by the Rochford Project, including
Very nice.
some very fresh Chico John the Builder's coils in there. Lovely. Do you know what? I do not vape this low anymore. It's a 0.15 pair of aliens. It is delightful. A little bit of a ramp up, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, well, a couple of aliens there will be.
A little bit of ramp up, but vape's like an absolute champ. I feel like I should be proper vaping, and I've only done this in honour of Mark. So I was. Oh, that's right. I was going to break out the Dot Mod Petri Light. I did find it out for this week.
Oh,
But I not got anything that I can check ohms on right at this moment in time. So I was like, right, I'm not going to risk it because we're responsible vapors. But it will be something will be being built for that. So, and that's me.
bungalow.
A bungalow. I'm going to build a little bungalow around it, and it can stay there. But that's me.
And that was Adam from What's That Behind You. On to the first of our two guests, and the last week that he'll be on, Mr. Mark SoulOhm.
I'm on 2 devices. That's all I'm on. I'm on the suicide mech.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh,
It really is.
that's a big fella, that.
Oh yeah, you can fit a 30mm on top of that.
Ooh.
Damn.
It's very, very comfortable. 21,700, and they're as cheap as they're only about 70 quid.
What?
Yeah, they're only about 70 quid.
Bloody hell.
Really are a good workhorse mech. Can't complain. On top of that, I've got the original Zeus X. Inside there, I've got Scott coils. They're aliens coming out at 0.9, not 007.
Ooh. A Ralphie Knucklehead build. 007.
Also, I'm on my Purge little baby. It's the Pharaoh version with the Aquitas on top of there. I've got my own building there. They are flat wire coming out at 0.11. And in there, I've got peach custard. In the other one, I have got cherry donut.
Oh, nice.
That's all I'm on tonight. Very, very simple.
Moving on to our second guest, Mr. Jimmy D.
So, I'm a little underprepared. Literally come out of the lab 15 minutes ago, ran home, got the laptop out. Here we go. So, Vaporesso Lux, what's the new one? Q2 SE.
Yeah.
Nice little piece. Quite like it. What we're vaping on, the mysterious black bottle. Don't know if anyone knows what the mysterious black bottle is. Something that's up for test at the minute. That's where it's going.
Oh, it's a new juice.
Yeah. Can't say anything about it. So,
Don't get a taste at Expo.
yeah, I'm sure we can sort that out, mate. Yeah.
But it's nice to get a taste at Expo.
But yeah, so that's me, shamefully.
Well, that's it. That was short and sweet.
Yeah, that's a short one for me.
No, that short and sweet. Usual setup for me: a Cyrus 30mm on the G-Class version 2 from Yee, who are going to be at the Ohm Zone, by the way. If you are going, they've got one of the bigger booths along the side. Q Mini, branded Q Mini because I'm special.
How's your panels? I have to ask these things. People need updating.
Every fucking right, fine. See, the panel's fine. Look, nothing wrong with it.
Still triggers broom.
I don't think he rubs it as much as he did before.
No, I think when you first got it, you were going like that.
You're rubbing it.
Like that.
Caressing
Oh,
it.
no, that don't peel it either.
Why have I got an image of Gollum?
My precious.
That's another thing as well. Don't start that off as well.
Don't start that. No. We'll start thinking about pigs with grenades up their arse.
Boom!
that just no. Moving on. Yeah, I've got that with
I've got
that with the Osiris 25 sitting on top.
Full
boy.
tub of Vaseline, I would say.
I am not
You could
using.
do dripping, couldn't you?
Not.
It was the point of how fast you have to be. Surely this has probably been.
Surely you did that before and just make sure you kept the actual thing in.
Oh, for
Yeah,
fuck's sake.
it'd have to be one of those, wouldn't it? It'd have to be throw in, release, and go.
Yeah, oh yeah.
See, this is what you've done to the show, BFG, and you're not even fucking on it.
You know, it'd be my luck as well. My watch would get stuck. I'd be fucking walking around with this grenade in his arse and my fucking arm boring.
Yeah, and you'd have to keep hold of the pin.
Yeah, keep it on the pin. Can you imagine explaining that to the farmer?
Walking around with a fucked up Elmo on your hand.
Yeah, fucking farmer sat there. Here we go. Another set of lads on them disco biscuits.
So where was I? All right, not on the Albrecht 2. It's been replaced with this tiny little fella. The Cthulhu mods Valor mouth-to-lung RTA just been released. It's retailing for 25 quid. If you're a mouth-to-lung rebuildable tank fan, buy it. That's all I'm
It's a
saying.
little drip tip in it, though.
Buy it. It's a fucking phenomenal little mouth-to-lung RTA. Sitting on
That
top
is a
of the...
very dainty drip tip.
It's a...
It is, isn't it?
Oh, there's smaller ones than that in the box. That's the bigger one.
That's the bigger
Valentine,
one.
big love, buddy.
Yeah, that's the
Is
bigger
that
one. It's
top fill?
Oh, yeah, it's top fill. Just unscrew that and
I
that's
say even the top is
Yeah.
small as well. It's really tiny.
Well,
that.
where's the Albrecht? Hold on. Here's the Albrecht here. Right, so here's the Albrecht 2. Base for base. Look at the difference.
Wow.
I would swap that drip tip. It just doesn't look that comfortable.
Oh no, I like this drip tip.
Is it?
Yeah,
like
I like
it looks like it'd be a pucker, like a proper pucker to get
Thing
a
is,
good draw on
I,
it.
I've got dainty little lips though.
Hey, you can see him on his OnlyFans.
So in that I've got what have I
Big
got in
glances.
this? Some of this Drake's NET English blend tobacco. It's a pipe blend. Now,
It's a what blend?
pipe blend.
Oh, pipe.
What did you think I said?
I have no idea. I thought you said Thai blend at first. Then I was like, what's a Thai blend?
So, in honour of our two
I've heard
guests,
of a Thai bride, but not a Thai blend.
Either way, it's a load of cock and balls, isn't it, really?
oh, you had to go down that road as well.
Straight away on it. This week is terrible, isn't it?
So, in honour of our two guests, we all know that Mark here's a big mech head, and we all know the reason that Jimmy's on, by the way, if you don't know who Jimmy is, well, you probably do. He's been on every single fucking show for the past 3 weeks now. But Jimmy is the lead of King's Custard, and he's also, we're going to be talking about this more, right? He's also going to be organising the cloud competition. I was going to coil and wick up this thing, but I just didn't have any fucking time. This is the Ronin competition mech mod
If
from the
you bring
United
it
States.
over here, Vic, I'll do that for you gladly.
Yeah, but you'll just keep it though. And on top of it, it's an original, non-Chinese made, second run APOC.
I was going to say it looks like the apocalypse.
Yeah,
It
it's the
looks like
apocalypse.
the apocalypse
'Cause
idea.
I was gonna put the twisted messes on top, and I went, no, I don't like the black on it.
It's not gold enough.
And then I was
No.
gonna put the other twisted messes, which matches up, but this is too fucking thin. It doesn't line up with this, so I have to I'll put the apocalypse on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to coil this up, and I went, no, I don't trust myself with mechs, and just put it back on the table and look, oh, shiny.
I had what can we call it? A China-made apocalypse.
Yeah.
I did get one, and they were a cracking RDA.
Dude,
Absolute-
that's
I called it a goon killer, if I remember rightly.
They are fucking phenomenal drippers, though, the apocalypse RDAs. Fucking phenomenal drippers.
My favourite idea.
Yeah.
Got that thing ages
The
ago.
beauty that they did was the actual airflow control.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This thing.
The airflow control is absolutely
It's fucking
bang on.
tons.
Yeah.
Dry O-rings.
So how much are they roughly going for?
I don't think you can get them now. Are they still being made?
Let's do a bit of Google so. Bear with.
Apocalypse.
Oh, they're gone.
Sorry, Armageddon, not Apocalypse. Yeah, unfortunately. To be honest, I think everything was on sale at ridiculous prices when it closed up.
Yeah, they were because it was the same. It was the same as Kennedy when they shut down officially. They were selling off fucking all sorts of Kennedy stuff for cheap.
Well, I mentioned that the other week. I can't remember what show we're on, and somebody went to now they've not shut down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well,
Is Kennedy not back in a minute?
yeah,
Technically, they opened back up, didn't they?
Kennedy are back
Same
as
like
a
with the original Death Wish. They were flogging all their stuff off.
yeah, because they were shutting down. They
The
just wanted
original
rid of
Death
everything.
Wish.
Yeah, they just wanted rid of everything.
So is like I said, so is Kennedy back then? Have they come under a different name, or is it like Kennedy Point 2?
Kennedy are
it's-
back, but they're considered a machine shop. So if you want to buy their mods, you need to go through back channels. They're not technically a vape company anymore, but they are back.
So, I've just done a little tiny Google foo on the Apocalypse RDA, and it is still retailing in places that have got it between 50 and 69 quid.
God, that's expensive for a dripper that age.
It is to say it's been out, what, 4 years?
Oh,
5
at
years?
least what,
In
6
fact,
years more like now?
I'm going to say a bit longer, but yeah.
Yeah, because
They do.
it's that style of deck, the raised clamp that you just don't see anymore. It's that style of deck. Fucking phenomenal dripper, though. Phenomenal fucking dripper. So,
And I'm telling you now, you know, for the money, that Tallow eggs, I bet you can pick them up for about 15 quid.
oh yeah, and they're good drippers as well.
Absolute corking RDA. 15 quid, I bet.
They're good drippers as well. So, let's introduce our guest, shall we? So, for the people who have zero clue, and let's face it, there's probably not that many out there, but the people who have zero clue who you are, Jimmy, let people know who you are, what you do, and what you're going to be doing during not this coming
Is it me, or
weekend.
did he end up sounding like Cilla Black then?
Surprise, surprise!
Come on, Jimmy, tell everybody where you've been and what you've been doing. Yeah, I bet you're all a lot of fun.
I'm Jimmy, and I keep getting thrown off farms for doing and explosive devices. I'm really sorry.
Pork jihad.
I'm Jimmy from the King's Collection. Do King. Fucking hell, it's been a long day.
No, we've got
You're all right. It's Thursdays. We relax.
Yeah, right. Let's start that one again. So, we've been going since back end of 2016. What do? We do custards and we do creams.
More importantly, what do you look for on a first date?
Straight into the personal questions.
straight in.
You know, it's that long since I've thought about it.
Yeah, I don't think I could do it again, me.
Kids these days haven't got a clue, have they? They've got Tinder.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They had to put the work in back nowadays, you know.
God,
Yeah.
even Facebook's got a fucking dating app now. Jesus.
Really?
Yeah, Facebook dating. It's on the Facebook app on your phone.
If anybody hasn't tried any of the King's Custard stuff, it is.
I
really,
thought you were going to
really
say
nice.
if anyone hasn't tried the Facebook dating app.
if anybody hasn't tried the King's Custard, you can go check a load of reviews on my channel. There is absolutely loads of all that he's got out there. The OG custard is absolutely gorgeous. My favourite, which is the Shamrock, which is like a Viscount biscuit, is absolutely gorgeous. Just released as well, aren't you? The new salt range, which is which come out last month.
No, fucking hell, when was it?
A couple of months ago, isn't it?
4 or 5 weeks after last Expo, I think, something like that.
Yeah. Fucking hell, he's gone so far.
It's May.
I'd just like to say one thing. Well done, Aidan, for crawling that back.
Yeah.
Well, that's my job, you see. I'm here to trying to keep us down the road of straight and narrow. I knew what we were going to go down, and I didn't think it was the path to go down. Just thought to just pull it back in. You've got to think we've had...
Well, that was the problem in first place, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. You've got to think we've had suicide pork. We don't need to carry on.
I'll ask you a question, James. So, what is it? Because a majority of people here will have not known the story. What was it that made you create the King's Collection?
If you imagine before, we were talking about this last night, but before TPD came out and ruined a lot of juices,
Yeah.
there was a lot of good custards. And
Digby's.
essentially, this was the one thing
Digby's were really good.
when the TPD came in and everyone had to sort of change. It sort of pissed me off that it felt like diet custard with no body, custard with no things, and that was where, back when I first started, bloody hell, 10 years ago, I started in the shop, tried making juice, didn't go too well at it, kept an ear in the market, kept an idea about it, and then one of my mum's friends is a perfumer. So basically I kind of had a chat with him and saw how he made products, and it made me have a bit of an insight into e-liquid production, but trying to make it, like say for instance, original OG custard, there's 11 different concentrates in that. It might just seem like a custard, but trying to make it different, making sure it had body, a nice thick gobful is the easiest way, I suppose. Lungful. But yeah, no. And then, funnily enough, I used to have a Hell's Angel who used to come into my shop, and he used to kind of come in and grunt at me and go, "Got any custard?" I was like, "Oh, no." So then I went out that night, went out home, ordered some concentrates, mixed it up. He came back in. "You got any custard yet?" I was like, "Yeah, okay." Passed him his bottle. Didn't actually make it to turn it into a brand. He had it 3 days. He'd smashed it. He said, "I can have a litre." I was like, "Okay, maybe we should look at putting this into production."
Yeah.
That's everything. Just went from there. Essentially in the day when you've got a Hell's Angel who's telling you, "Got any custard?"
You make custard.
Do you want to tell him no?
No, you don't.
No. The thing is, back in the day, when, like you say, pre-TPD, although TPD tightened it all down and made it a lot cleaner and a lot better, we also lost some great producers. Now, we used to have a really, really good in-depth conversation when it came down to custards, about eggy custards and dairy custards. Obviously, the two different types back in the day. Because everyone in the dog released every single flavour, but the way you differentiated it was by how much effort they put into it. So if it were an eggy custard, was it too eggy? Was it a vanilla custard? Was it a dairy custard? Was it sort of ambrosia? Is that where your palate sits then, in the desserty side?
Yeah, kind of. So essentially, the one thing that we're planning out for, what am I saying? No, fuck it. There's some fruit lines coming out spring next year. First 3 fruit juices, Soul fruit juices. We've always done the fruity creams as well.
Yeah,
part of the cruise range. But yeah, my forte is with dessert flavors, and that's where it probably will be predominantly for a long time. But I think the next release that we've got, I think we're at 8 custards now and 5 creams, so we're due a couple of creams. A lot of people have asked me, why don't you do a strawberries and cream? Because
everyone's done one.
Everyone's done one, yeah.
Do you know what I mean? But like, let's talk about a strawberry donut croissant cream. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Add
a bit of bakery in there, just level it out a little bit.
There you go. And it's one thing, I've always had a bit of a fixation with banana and cinnamon as well.
Banana's a really, really, really tough one, but also a really good one. I mean, but we spoke about this a million times. Graham, the wonderful Net Reality, made Manna, which is like one of my favourite liquids of all time.
Yeah, that was good.
That's banana, but that's a nailed fresh sort of. I almost get the furry outside on the peel.
Yeah,
the pith on the peel from that banana, and it's delightful.
One of the concentrates.
Bananas. They end up
my wonderful wife. Hello.
Faux bananas.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you sweet bananas.
That's that foam banana flavour. One of the concentrates that we sort of use, but we don't just put the foam banana in it. So obviously that's just reminiscent of the sweet back from when you was a kid. But we also put in another banana just to cover up the areas that the foam banana doesn't. If that doesn't make
yeah, balance it out.
Get that one.
That's one of the things that we sort of take pride in. Not trying to purposefully make it over complex, because it would be easier to make less concentrate juices. But
the thing is, if I prefer a complex, I prefer something very complex. I prefer something that you have. And us, when I was reviewing and the lads on the panel, when we were doing the reviews, it was so easy when someone sends out let's say, for example, a cheesecake, because it's cheese and it's cake.
Yeah.
But you could just pull it out and literally anything else. The best liquids are the ones that stump you. When you can go, wait a minute, I'm picking up on 2 different types of banana. Me and Mark used to do it at Expo all the time. And Aidan, we used to do it at Expo all the time when you were trying new juices. And you'd be going, I'm picking up on this. Mark had got, I'm picking up on this. And then Aidan had got, I'm picking up on this. And the complex ones are the ones that keep you interested.
That's the one.
Well, obviously, you as well, James. You layer. It's the layers, isn't it?
That was literally what I was just about to crack on with. One thing that we take pride in. I don't like to throw away the artisan term. You know,
no, artisan is a good word.
Everything is small batch. Nothing in machinery. There's no mixing machinery. Everything is mixed by hand. Now, I'm not saying that I've got my hand in fucking juice and switching it around. No. It takes
a wooden spoon.
Yeah, you just kick the kids out of the bath, going, you have to get rid of that fucking line round there because I've got 3 litres of custard coming in here, love.
But it's what. I've had a brain fart.
The layers. I'll try and help you out there.
Cheers, buddy. Yeah, no, layers. One thing I can't back it up with any science, but one idea that I've always had if you imagine flavour molecules when you got to concentrate, you mix this. If you put an immersion blender in that, you're going to smash all those molecules to pieces.
Yeah.
Rejoin as a conglomerate of flavours, and it's ruining your layers. Now,
Absolutely.
I don't know any science behind it, but that's my interpretation of it.
No, to be honest with you, I'll back you up a little bit. So my background is culinary. For years before I started working in vape shops, I was in the catering industry. And you are 100% right. If you make a soup, for example, and it's exactly the same to a certain degree, because what you want is seasoning at every level. Mm-hmm. You want a mix at every level. You don't want to wait until the end, boil everything down and just have it as a mixture of flavour. You want it slowly but surely creeping itself up. So I get this on first. The perfect example for the guys who are in chat is the inhale, exhale. Mm. So when you vape, you get something different on the inhale than what you do on the exhale, or at the back of the tongue or the front of the tongue. That's
exactly it. Absolutely exactly it. I mean, one of the other things... let's say, for instance, the batch that we've just put in, that's 23 containers. Yeah. Now that's 20 litres a container. Do you want to handshake 23 containers daily? You know, we tried to keep
I'm checking my own container.
We tried to keep everything for 2 weeks.
I'm going to say, how long's your steep process?
Yeah, so essentially, if you imagine it's 2 weeks in a container, and then obviously bottles can sit around for a while.
Yeah, and that's what you want.
OG custard absolutely flies. English toffee at the minute is absolutely crazy. We'd make a batch. Someone snapped it up. For fuck's sake, now we've got to make it again. I really say, usually there's the curse of someone putting in wholesale orders 3 days before Expo.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You were on about that last night, weren't you?
Bastards. Fucking.
Sales. That's what you got to think is sales.
Sales.
The other side of it, right? So I'll ask you a question as a manufacturer. Mm-hmm. As a vapor first, not as someone who works in a vape shop or anything like that, but as a vapor first, I always find that sometimes we can be a bit like beta testers. So when we lost the nicotine in bottle, when the TPD hit, we got to a point where pre-steep with nicotine disappeared. But when pre-steeping with nicotine happened, we lost the pre-steep as well.
Oh yeah,
with a lot of companies, we became a beta tester. Literally, they'd send a flavour out and go, right, put your nicotine in it and let it sit. Well, that's your job. We should just add and then let the nicotine mix. Are you comfortable? And I don't mean to get into the ins and outs of your business or anything like that, but are you comfortable with making that customer wait? Just to make sure that you're sending the perfect sort of product out.
It's never a good thing, and it's never a good conversation to have.
No.
But it is what it is. Granted, I understand it. A lot of distributors that we deal with, they've got someone who puts an order in. If they haven't got any stock, they're on the phone to you, mate, is it ready? Is it ready? Yeah. It's not. Just leave me alone. Just look, the date will be sent on this day. Unfortunately, really sorry about your wait.
It's a bit of chicken and egg as well, because if you send it out and it's not done properly, they're going to be back on the fucking phone going, hey, I've had 50 bottles of this fucking returned. Yeah.
Do us a favour, leave it in back room for a week and give me a call again,
Yeah, exactly. Obviously, you're not just here just to talk about the wonderful King's Custard. You're here to talk about Expo, which, again, you was there in May in the home zone, wasn't you? You're going to be back there this time. I think you're in the middle somewhere, aren't you?
Straight as soon as you walk in, straight in front of you.
Oh, you're right at the entrance to the home zone.
Yep.
And he's also got a photo booth as well, haven't you, bro?
Yeah, the photo booth. That's an interesting one. So we've got, if you remember back in the day when we had the feet markers on a wall.
Yep.
Instant, both way on the clouds. We've got, it's a little bit small. It's only 10 feet, so it's a 3 meter backdrop. But the whole point of the photo booth is that you can come down, whether you've got a pod system, whether you've got a tank in a box, whether you've got a series box, whether you've got a fucking huge LiPo box. Come down, take a picture. And what we've done is, for the cloud competition, we wanted to give away a cash prize. Now, we sold sponsorship to the cloud competition. So in return for the donation, what we do is obviously we put the sponsorship company on the bottom of the poster,
Oh yeah.
affiliated all the way through, and also when we do the posters, we're aiming at pictures. We're aiming these to be people's Facebook banner pictures.
So it'll be 860 by 480 from what I remember for Facebook. Yeah.
That's the one. And then the whole idea of it is we'll stitch on the sponsorship companies onto the bottom of it, and also put like a CloudComp logo for the Expo as well. So hopefully, as long as everything goes okay, they will be put on our Facebook for people to pull off, and they can post it onto the wall, and it'll look brilliant. Now, fingers crossed, everything goes all right. Nice chat with Aidan last night. He absolutely smashed out one of my queries of like, oh, we'll work it out on the day. It'll be fine. We'll all be all right. And then he's like, no, we can do it like this. All right, mate, we'll do it like that. 10 times better. CloudComp, as I said, £500 for the first prize winner, £250 for the second prize, and for the for the runner-up, a pat on the back.
Well done.
You're going to say like a tattoo. You can have a devil.
It's not going to move like your
On a
group
skull. I'm going to go drop Kermit the Frog.
The thing is like you were saying last night, you are going to get something at third prize, even if it's a full range of the King's Custard, you will get something. But there is
handshake.
There is rules as well to this. It can only be a single 18650 device as well, isn't it, bro?
That's it.
Well, that's a
single
single
18650
18650
battery units. If you've got something that is a 26 battery parallel box, you can use it, but you can only put one battery in it. 0.1 ohms strict on testing as well. Basic back-to-back format, 3-second purge, 5-second draw. And this is the one thing that I'm going to be looking for. One thing I've seen in my experience of CloudComps is you've got 3 seconds to get yourself ready, and you have 5 seconds to inhale. If you're choking on the 4th or 3rd second, and no, practice.
No.
I want to see the full 5, and the worst part of it is when we used to do comps years ago, I'm sort of famous for having a slow count. So I want to see people choking. I don't want to make it easy for people. This is
You're going to walk past and grab someone's bottom at mod and go,
Gag on that, you bitch.
Yeah.
So what's the format of that? So obviously then they're going to come down, you're going to get they come down and do it, test it.
Good question. So someone comes down to the stand.
Here's what you do, Jimmy, right? From the standpoint of someone walking into the ohm zone, what do they need to do to enter the actual CloudComp?
Good question. So basically they come down to the stand. Obviously we've got the backdrop set. We measure. So obviously they get the RDA tested first, make sure it's correct. The opportunity to use our juice, or they can use their own if they want to, as long as it's a 70-30 blend. Also, we will measure it, and the biggest 16 go through, but obviously they must be there on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
I think we were joking around last night saying that because we've got the backdrop and stuff like that, a little sideline competition, we'll probably put X amount of bottles in, but biggest cloud done from a pod system.
Yes, you've got to have a pod off.
You've got to have a little pod off, yeah.
Well, the problem is, though, you've got mouth-to-lung pods and you've got direct-to-lung pods. That's the problem.
I think he may have stole that idea from us, because I've got a couple of Expo vlogs with some pod cloud comps. I think me and Mark had one.
Yeah, we've had to come.
That's copyright infringement, right?
Yeah, but other people can suck better than you two.
That's true.
Yeah, so a mouth-to-lung device or a pod system, something like just for a bit of a giggle, you were saying, wasn't it?
That's basically
You've
it.
got to.
Just for the fun side of things, and not them around, but the pictures will look brilliant.
Yeah.
That was like sort of your main thing, wasn't it, to get people down to the stand as well. Even if you just want to have a laugh, get yourself in there and have a good giggle.
See, I've never entered a CloudComp, but I'm fucking tempted to bring this down to the Expo with me now, just to give it a fucking bash.
The thing is, you've got to think back to old school, like vape meets. Absolutely, they used to be hilarious because You would have them people who went in for cloud comp who's never done it before, and will go for a that 5-second draw. And you're right, get to the 3rd second.
You know what? I'm an absolute bastard when it comes to it. I don't really comp anymore. I've gone to that stage above because I'm a bastard.
Get your pants instead.
The amount of people I've seen that have nicked out.
Oh yeah.
They've been practicing and nicked out. Can't do it, more what?
I can remember, I think 2018 or 2019, I think it was. And I got to the final. Number 1 on the stage, and there's this kid who had a purge, and he was the first time that he'd been so far through a cloud comp, and he comes on and he goes, "Mate, I'm absolutely shitting myself." I goes, "If I were you, pal, I'd be shitting myself as well." And his face just dropped. He was like, "Oh fuck me, Jesus Christ." Anyway, the funny part of it is, he did really well. Really well. He had a purge truck. I think he had Apocalypse on top. It might have been a purge idea actually, Carnage maybe. But yeah, no, it was really fun time, and not only that, but where it sort of looked like quite intimidating. After the first round, I was like, "You all right, dude? Yeah, let's calm down. Let's chill out. Let's have a bit of fun." Essentially, that's what it's about. It's not serious. We're not here to fall out. We're not here to turn around and say, "Oh man, you beat me, you cunt." Oh well, yeah. But it was a fun one. It was an extremely fun one. I remember when we was over in Germany, we was at Intersteam in Berlin, and there was a company from the Philippines that had come over. I think it was something to do with who made the bull Cartier, Umia.
Umia.
And it was the Umia Cloud Comp, and they did a Cloud Comp and they did a Trick Comp. Now, this was the height of July, I think it was, so we're talking 38, 39 degrees, and they came up with a genius idea of putting plastic sides on the sides and the front of the stage for the cloud comp. Man, it was so hot in there.
And there'd been like a greenhouse.
that cloud comp was quite a fun one actually. That was that they said that they were the world cloud comp. I think it was €1,000 for the prize, and then you got flown to Jakarta.
Wow.
For the final, for the chance to win 10,000. But Jordan from Anonymous Coils, he beat me that day. He took the €1,000 and also the proposed plane ticket to Jakarta, and it never happened.
Oh.
What the hell?
You'd be happy with €1,000 though, in all fairness.
Oh, most definitely. Yeah, it was really funny actually because the majority of the people that were in the cloud comp were British people that had come over to sell the juice.
Yeah.
I think it was about
and you could collect your own ripe tomatoes in there as well.
Say again?
Your ripe tomatoes, you can collect them as well.
Well, big pork shoulder and some grenades will do fine, mate.
Now, obviously, last year you did the comp. I remember coming up to you just as you were about to go up on stage. It was roughly around about 3:00ish on the Sunday.
Yeah, it was a late one.
And obviously by that time everybody's all chilling out, ready to go. But you've got an earlier slot now, haven't you? So it's going to be like 1:00 on the Sunday.
Yeah. Peak time. Looking forward to it.
That is a peak time.
A lot better time that.
Hopefully this year. I'm just in talks with Expo at the minute. They've tried to squeeze us in half an hour, and I'm basically going to have to say I think they're penciled us in for a juice store after. So if we have to sacrifice some of our time for throwing out juice, I am A class at throwing out juice, and we've got a big load. Yeah, that's it. They made me sign a contract for the last 3-4 Expos saying that I wouldn't throw 120s out, so we go out and give them out. Yeah, I'm not throwing them out. I don't want war.
When they start getting thrown back.
We said this last night on the show as well. It's not the same watching fucking 30ml glass bottles hitting people.
Oh, no.
It's just boring, yeah.
Ooh, I remember those days. I remember
the amount of people that used to wrestle as well. I remember a woman in a wheelchair getting tipped over.
Yeah.
Yeah, we will.
I don't know if people remember a reviewer as well called Chunk Vape Review, Chunk Meister.
Ah, chunk.
Yeah.
We went to there was an app that you could get called Vape Finder.
Yeah.
And it was Tom, and this was a number of years ago. So you go on the app and you'd be able to find the closest vape shop that were close to you, and you'd get deals and stuff like that. It was an absolute corking app. Well, they did a London Expo. So we all turned up to this London Expo, and it wasn't what it's supposed to have been. I remember walking in with Chunk, and he went, "There's no carpet."
Yeah, there's
I'm
no
like,
carpet.
There's no carpet. I'm like, who gives a shit about carpet? So anyway, she's there. There's no water. We got water.
You want water?
You want water? So fucking doing lobbing stuff, and they're all trying. He got punched. This bloke leveled Chunkmeister straight out. Over and choose.
Bloody hell!
Oh, there was
People bringing
there
catcher
was
mitts
some
now.
scenes back in day.
Oh, there was.
Oh,
Yeah.
fucking wrestling.
Yeah. Not wanting to interrupt, just one thought back when you was talking about Shamrock. Have you ever tried Shamrock with an ice shot?
No.
No.
One ice shot, one normal, in a Shamrock. Beautiful.
Well, obviously, we had a bit of an emotional moment. Obviously, if you didn't watch last night's show, obviously, Mr. B's dad, unfortunately, he's suffering from cancer at the minute, and he's had to totally and utterly stop smoking. So he was saying about that he tried so many different juices, could not find one that was his all-day vape, and he tried Shamrock, and it was his all-day vape.
Yep.
Which is fantastic. And another one that I really like was the OG tobacco. I really do like that.
As not a fan of tobacco juices.
Me neither.
It was more of a challenge more than anything. We just got back from a vape show over at Paris, and sort of noticed that it was a tobacco-dominated market. And thought, right, well, let's move with the times. Let's have a go. Let's take the King's way. Let's take something that's not politically acceptable and try and make it politically acceptable. But if we were to take a taste test of OG and then tobacco OG as well, I almost think the tobacco opens up so many more of the flavours.
Does.
Yeah, it really...
But it hasn't got, like sometimes you get with tobaccos, you get that dirty ashtray, like it's been left out in water sort of.
Yeah, it's always a wet tobacco.
Yeah, it's not. And you've got that hint of the tobacco in there. It's not like a massively overly powered tobacco. And you still got that creaminess of that custard. And I was so massively surprised at how nice it tasted. And
Is it kind of, you should do the caramel as well, because don't forget, one of the biggest ones a few years ago were RY4 and like that kind of area.
Oh, blumming heck, they're going back
It has,
now.
it has got that sort of sweetness to it as well, obviously, with the custard. I like, again, if you're at Expo, please get yourself up to the stand and go and try all these flavours out for yourself. And again, go on the website. Let me know as well what you think.
Where the website is.
What website?
Website.
www.thekingscustard.co.uk.
Oh, that's easy to remember.
Could have worked it out, I suppose. But yeah.
And I'll tell you what I'll do, if you bear with me 2 seconds, I will type it in the UK Vape Show group as well.
Oh, nice.
Ooh.
Mr. Mullins, just to let you know, we are at 9:45 and we haven't done one auction yet.
Yeah, we need to get. We're gonna push through. What we're gonna do them in sets of 2. So it'll be a live auction for chat first. Then I'll pull a name from the people that have bought the raffle tickets, because the raffle ticket draw will be really quick because we're just pulling somebody's name. So box number 1. Let's just do a screen share here. It will save me from dragging things into the OBS screen. Let's see if I can do. That.
It's gonna crash it.
I'm fucking see that.
This
This crashes, it's your fucking fault.
Well, I did say it worked perfect last time.
Share. Is that working right?
Nobody can see us. We're all in black now.
Oh crap! Hold on.
I'm joking.
No, actually, we are kind of all in black because there's nothing showing up in my OBS screen. Hold on. I fucked this up. Hold on. Stop. Yeah, we're back again. Why is it not coming up in the OBS screen? You know what?
We can sort this because you put them in thingy, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Did you put them in the group, Facebook group?
Hold on. I can just drag onto the OBS screen. It'll be quicker.
Okay.
Just like that.
I'm just trying to help.
There we go. Onto the OBS screen. Wonder why why the screen went blank like that. That's
Mine,
odd.
do you know when I've tried to do it when we do the 3 minute vape show? It does exactly the same.
That is weird. So up first, we've got the H Cigar Magic Box, which is a rather, I'm not going to say odd, but it was one of the more unusual designs from the folks over at H Cigar. It's
I
basically,
thought we spoke about this last week, Vic. Please sell things.
I'm selling it. I'm trying to make it sound like it looks good because it does look
Exotic is the word. Exotic.
Not a bit fucking weird.
It's all like, yeah, it's a bit, yeah.
Yeah, it's average. It'll do you.
good. So we can fuckers. So
I won't get too excited about it.
it's
but
Yeah.
this fella. It's got the embossed wolf thing going on.
I
both
think that
sides.
looks beautiful.
Yeah, do you know
that
what?
is an
Eloquent.
awesome mod.
Elegant.
Anyone would love that in their
Very good,
collection.
and it is a full mechanical squonker. Brand new bottle in there as well, which I've stolen from one of the boxes that Anyone remember Coil Master? What the hell happened to them? So it's a Coil Master bottle in there. So that's up for grabs, and along with the first edition run of the old Ultroner Stabwood Gaia. This is the first
Beautiful.
run, not the second run that was non-Stabwood. So there we go.
Doesn't look like baby sick at all.
Not at all.
It's a lovely aquamarine green.
Doesn't look like baby sick at all.
Look at that.
I remember that going up our Ollie's back.
Don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, Vapor Bunny is your police this evening. Please listen to the rules that are being put in, read and go along with, because otherwise the ban hammer will be thrown around.
So the auction lasts for 3 minutes, and Bunny, kick us off. It's down to you because you're doing the timey thing.
The tiny thing.
The
timey-wimey
timey thing. Okay, Bunny says go. Oh, by the way, it is worldwide. I'm paying for the shipping.
Worldwide.
Worldwide, and I'm paying for the shipping as well, so you don't need to worry about the shipping either.
Do you need to put a PayPal link or anything like that in the
Fuck
chat?
the
At the
PayPal
top
link.
and pin it.
Fuck the PayPal link. Shit.
If again, I've not got the way the home zone is looking, but it's looking what, maybe twice its size.
Twice the size, more seating areas as well, which it seems to be like 4 separate seating areas now with 4 sofas apiece. So should be some nice places for people to meet up. And that's the thing I like about Expo. Do you know, like, say for instance, people that you meet on lives, people that you meet on shows, people that you really got on with and you never met each other, go meet at Expo. That's the bit that I really like.
That's the best bit about
That
it.
is the best bit.
Yeah, putting faces to names, that's the brilliant part.
Faces to avatars, I think you'll find.
Faces.
when you're talking on YouTube, the worst thing, and we've said this so many times, and it's the worst thing in the best kind of way. You'll have someone walk up to you and go, "I've been watching you. It's been amazing. You have a great show." Blah 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 blah, and then the name or that. Don't forget where you see the avatars like that big. So we see like a smushed up version of the avatar. And a lot of people, in fact, I'm looking now, don't have their profile picture.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah.
So we can't tell.
We came up with a device of having name badges, didn't we?
Everyone should have a name badge. Everyone.
The red and white stickers. Hello, my name is.
As well as I sometimes get, I'm normally pretty good with faces, but sometimes I get a little bit mixed up. I remember, I think it was Mr. Anderson who come to me last Expo